The voice instructor and multi-Grammy winner Michael Bublé is no stranger to winning fans over with his heartfelt singing. However, his musical ode to his wife, "I'll Never Not Love You," elevated the sentiment to a whole new level. After their 2009 smash single Haven't Met You, Bub reunites with his real-life leading lady actress Luisana Lopilato for a romantic cinematic history voyage in his 2022 music video. The legendary dock scene from The Notebook is only one of many memorable love stories that are recreated in the music video for "I'll Never Not Love You." Rachel McAdams is on the receiving end of a passionate kiss from Bubble and Lopilato, not Ryan Gosling. Despite the rain, the lovers were able to evoke Ailey and Noah's passions with their passionate looks and embraces. Titanic Love Actually is only one of several touching film allusions in the music video. The legendary Jerry Maguire Casablanca is "The Everlasting Joy of a Perfect Mind," The Princess Bride, and 16 Candles, a breathtaking kaleidoscope of famous love stories unfolds as Bubble and Lopilato assume the roles of the characters in every scenario. Bubble and Lopilato's 2022 big hit film covered every possible cinematic base, from sitting on a table to blow out the 16 candles to embracing each other for dear life on the Titanic. Watching Bubble's love and other cinema references in the music video for "I'll Never Not Love You" is like watching an Oscar-worthy must-see. In the original Haven't Met You video, Bub is seen daydreaming in a supermarket about meeting Lolto's character. Simultaneously, a beautiful relationship began, and the song, which is about the anticipation of falling in love, begins. In the 2 years following the video's release, Bubble and Lopilato tied the knot. Bubble revisits and elaborates on the story of Haven't Met You Yet in "I'll Never Not Love You," allowing his audience to see the growth of his real-life romance. In an interview with Bubble that took place in September 2024, Bubble described the creation of both song videos. "You came to see my wife and me 15 years ago, and I wrote a song for her called Haven't Met You Yet. Michael Bublé's cinematic universe is whence I derived this idea," Bub informed before to the video's 2022 premiere. "Marvel, why are you preventing me from directing the sequel? The cinematic canon of Bublé is delectable." Just before the credits roll on the music video for "I'll Never Not Love You," Bublé and his expanding family, now including a pregnant Lopilato and 3 children, return to the grocery scene. Bub is jolted out of his swoon-worthy cinematic reverie by Lopilato, who then subtly urges him to pay out. After a moment of shock, Bubba rushes to be with his expectant wife and children. Beautiful pregnancy announcements were reimagined by Bubba. "We kind of announced the news of our 4th child in that video. The memory of Bublé's smile, my wildest fantasies, were realized in that video. By the way, those are all some of my favorite movies." Michael Bublé embraced his wife tightly as they stood in a South Carolina field, shielded from the rain and storm. It seemed like old times as her garment drenched and her eyes locked onto his. A musical love story brought to life on screen, it was a work of cinematic wizardry. Michael Bublé's fiery personality has always been on full display. On Valentine's Day, Kuhner, a Canadian favorite, sings with the smoothness of a born tuxedo, an air of old-school charm and melodies that never go out of style. Meanwhile, Bub takes things to the next level in his latest music video, diving headfirst into one of the most iconic love stories of all time. In the moving music video for his latest single, Forever Starts Now, he and his wife, the Argentine model and actress Luisana Lopilato, reenacted scenes from the TV show The Notebook. This was more than simply a passing nod to the film or some lighthearted inspiration, I assure you. It all began with a late-night idea that blossomed into Bublé's most romantic music video to date, a full-fledged Nicholas Sparks-level reenactment complete with letter writing and racing robot paddling. A glass of wine and a Nicholas Sparks marathon are the starting points for many great ideas. Once again, we were engrossed in The Notebook. Bub chuckles as he sits next to Luisana in their Vancouver home for a video conversation. "What if we did this? What if we recreated this love story for the next video? He asks, looking over at the scene where Ali and Noah are dancing in the street. Lana gives him a quick shoulder rub and grins. You want me to dress like a 1940s cowboy and row a swamp boat? I inquired, assuming he was kidding. He responded with a simple absolutely. The following was a wild creative journey that involved a group of costume designers, vintage car rentals, location scouting in the American South, and choreography to recreate the film's emotional beats while preserving Bublé's romantic approach. It wasn't about recreating the scene for scene, as Bublé puts it, but about capturing the spirit of it. The love that fights returns after all these years that is also our storyline. A soft piano introduction opens the music video, which features an elderly Michael, his makeup removed, sitting in a rustic nursing home institution with an old notepad as he starts to read. Memories of a youthful and beautiful Luisana appear in flashbacks, descending from a cart dressed in a pastel summer dress that echoes Ollie Hamilton's first appearance in the film from 2004. All of the cuts are perfect. Moving from a field to a dance floor illuminated by string lights, they paint and perform. Imagine the rowboat scene set in a foggy morning lake where the water is glassy and lily pads float by. That rain scene is real, by the way. Smiling, Bublé, we had to do it despite the freezing temperatures. Lana showed tremendous courage. I am doing this for love, I am doing this for love, she continued. Lana remembers having to wring out her 1940s attire in between takes, which makes her giggle. Thoughts of how wonderful it was and how lucky we were to be doing it together raced through my head the whole time, even though it was insane. The film delves into the more profound and often challenging path of long-term love, moving beyond superficial depictions of romantic love. When Bug, in his younger incarnation, reads aloud to Luisana, who plays a woman with memory loss, midway through the film, one of the most poignant scenes occurs. With a touch of personal bubble, the scenario is shot in warm candlelight with melancholy close-ups and minimal music, evoking the emotional weight of the Notebook's closing. Forever Begins with this song now is about more than just adolescent love, the musician says. Through the quiet, the changes, the years, and the hard times, it's about keeping going. Filmmaker Hannah Lux Davis, whose credits include Ariana Grande and Demi Lovato, says, "We cried on set. The scene is intense and lacks grace, and it depicts loving someone even when they forget your name. Their bond was so real, it was palpable. It wasn't like you were watching actors." Classically upbeat and accompanied by lovely orchestration, this song is a joy to listen to. Lyrics that seem like whispered promises set to a gentle jazz and soul swing. I have loved you through all the clouds, through all the goodbyes, and through all the sunrises. And my heart now knows the beginning of / forever. The video highlights the message of the musical love letter as the chorus climbs to the top of the mix with gospel-tinged harmonies and a swell of string sections. Finding true love is no picnic. Minute by minute, it is made. No one should be surprised if Bubble and Luisana's 3 kids, Noah, Elias, and Vita, make surprise appearances. The pair, portrayed by young actors, are shown building a treehouse as adolescents in one sweet scene, but real life intervenes and joins them. A contemporary video shows the Bub family having fun in their backyard, dancing and joking. We aim to demonstrate that the story continues beyond the rain kiss. On Tuesday, it becomes a house with a family, a messy kitchen, and laughter, Bub muses. Our actual notebook will be ready in just one day. A new beginning with over 10 million views, the video became a worldwide trending topic. Many people shared their thoughts and feelings. My workstation is a sob-worthy sight. This is the love that Michael Bublé just became, Noah Calhoun. Apparently, Ryan Gosling posted a video to Instagram stories and captioned it, "Well played, Bub." Possibly the most striking aspect, the movie uses a genuine, one-of-a-kind notebook. It's really a diary that we keep for our family. For more than 10 years, Luisana and I have been exchanging little letters in it. The kids' wacky comments, prayers, and thoughts. I completely lost it when Michael brought it to the nursing home scene and started reading from it. As Bubba speaks more gently,